When I was in high school and before then, I really felt like the value that I had as a human being was through, other people's reinforcement, or positive or negative. You kind of get caught up in the matrix of the system, but when you get out to the real world, it's totally different, and you are really alone. If you're like thrown in the water, you figure out how to swim eventually, or you drown. That's kind of how I feel entrepreneurship is. It's really such a great thing because you just learn so fast how to do everything. Talk to people, of course you learn about economics and finance and business and marketing and everything. Like, you just learn everything really, really fast, or you fail doing it, or you just fail out of it and give up. But if you can have the tenacity to keep it going, you just learn so much, and it's really the most valuable experience I've ever had, and I think a lot of people could ever have. One of the things that I'm really most thankful for in the end is just that doing your own thing, even though it's so hard, it makes you completely rely on yourself and realize that you're the boss of your own life. What that does is for me, it has shed every insecurity that I have, and it's given me such a high level of confidence in myself that I feel like I can do anything, and I can do anything I set my mind to and analyze. It's not a feeling of being cocky or anything like that. It's just I'm comfortable with myself. I really, really wish everyone can get to that point, because it's just such a blessing to have that mindset and to not worry about how you look or whatever. I stopped caring about small things that are really meaningless. And when you can shed that, you also shed a lot of the stress that comes with that. For that reason, I think it's such a great opportunity to be an entrepreneur, because you just learn so much about yourself, what you're good at, what your limits are, and you learn how to overcome things, and that gives you the confidence to go out and do anything. And you really do need pure confidence to go out and build a business or build a life for yourself that doesn't rely on being an employee to someone else. Especially when you get into deeper levels of business where you need to raise money, or you need to craft partnerships or whatever. You're not going to get anywhere if you're not confident in your own idea. The thing about insecure people is that if you're insecure, you actually project your insecurity onto other people around you, and that makes them feel nervous. For me, my goal at all times is to be as calm and comforting as possible, because that makes other people feel calm and comfortable. If I'm nervous, you will be nervous. Just being comfortable in your own skin is a huge attraction to people. So if you can do that, you'll attract other people who like you for who you are, and they'll never even think about the things you think are actually wrong with you. It's a big learning curve to becoming an entrepreneur or doing everything yourself, but once you get through it, you really feel indestructible. Like, I really honestly just feel completely indestructible. I feel like even walking down the street, I literally walk down the street with the mindset of like, get the fuck out of my way. And I'm not rude or anything. It's just like, I feel so solid that it's just like nothing can fuck me up. And that's what you need when you're an entrepreneur, because you need to be in charge of your own life. It's so hard out in the real world that you need to have that confidence, or you're just gonna be pushed around. I'm not exactly sure how I became so confident in myself, but it really is just through exposure a lot, I feel. I grew up in New York City. I was not sheltered at all. I was the opposite of sheltered. I was just exposed to every ethnicity and food and culture and everything. It's totally normal, all these different types of people, and especially growing up in New York, you'll see, a guy with a cat walking on his head, and it's like, oh yeah, it's just a guy with a cat on his head. Or you'll see like, a rat running down the stairs with you, and you're like, oh, sorry, he's just like a New Yorker. My point here is that entrepreneurship is such a great way to build confidence, because you just get out there and you have no protection. And when you have no protection like that, and you realize that really no one cares about you in the whole world except yourself, when you're put into that, you just build such a thick skin. And even if you decide to go back into, regular work, or work for someone else, or work for a company, whatever, you're just gonna be like head and shoulders above the rest with confidence, and you will not be burdened by your own insecurities and project that onto other people. When you meet someone else with no insecurities, you're able to have like the most genuine real relationship possible, because you're not projecting insecurities, nervousness, a lack of confidence onto each other and making that treat you a different way, or making the other person treat you a different way. I'm at the whim of no one and nothing. That's like the nirvana for me. And now it's just about honing it. And obviously, like, I never want to let that project like a negative persona or like a I'm so great thing. That's the enemy too. I'm comfortable with myself, and I'm being real with them, and being real is just something that's not that common. So if you can do that, you will make a huge impact on your life, relationships, networking. You being comfortable in your skin actually projects an energy that allows other people to be comfortable in theirs. So you directly make people feel better when you can be more confident in yourself. It'll be really, really hard in the beginning, but you will just become completely unstoppable and indestructible. That's been my experience. Let me know if you have similar experiences. I'm happy to do like another Q&A about this. Leave them down below, any comments, questions, whatever. I have a podcast where I interview other entrepreneurs. My podcast is called Beyond. I'll have a link down in the description. Season 2 is coming out soon. You can reach out to me on YouTube comments or Instagram at ChrisHallNYC. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more content. I'm putting out this content all the time now. Appreciate you guys watching me, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.